Welcome to Seekers Sessions. We would like to share with you that in this series of podcasts, we have collaborated with our brothers and sisters from various backgrounds, such as musicians, educators, as well as advocates of social group.
So do catch us every week as we share our podcast session on Spotify with these great people of our world, and we hope to see you there.
Till then, may you have a blessed day ahead from all of us at Seekers Nest Media. See ya!
Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Seekers Session. Today we are joined with a lovely couple, right? I would say we have with us today in our studio, where they previously was featured in Berita Harian, man. Talking about their nature and strife, right, in family life, because during the COVID period, kan? Betul tak? So, yalah, we have them today. So, before kita nak introduce kita punya guest, what do you think on this topic today, Shaima, on being a helpful husband and having an efficient family?
It's going to be very, very interesting.
Why?
Because I want to hear the husband's point of view. And also
I hope,
see
right?
the body language, if telling the truth or not. And then I want to see your reaction also.
Hey, we men will stand side by side, okay? We men will protect each other.
Yeah, okay. But you showed me the Berita Harian punya article, so I briefly have an idea about what it's going to be about. But we will let them share more about it.
Definitely. All right, without further ado, let me introduce to our listeners and viewers, itu Brother Sofiyan and his wife Suhaila. Yay! Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming down, right, and making time for this podcast. Yeah, no doubt we are going to talk about helpful husband, but the wife have to be involved, right? Okay, so we want to give an introduction a bit about our special guest today, which is Brother Sofiyan and Sister Suhaila. They were featured in Berita Harian and also Channel News Asia about their family, right? I mean, especially during the time of COVID, right? Things have shift a lot of into drastic measures.
Yeah,
a lot of industries out there are feeling the heat, and also a lot of families are affected. Be it during the circuit breaker, and now we are going to enter into entering into phase 3, inshallah, right? We don't know when would be that. So we want to ask Brother Sofiyan, and when exactly actually does Channel New Asia or Berita Harian actually approach you to when they approach you to do this interview about your family? What was your reaction back then?
Actually, for this you should check with my wife, because
really?
she's the one that manage everything actually.
Oh, she's your
and that's
PA.
normal lah. That's normal. Yeah, that's normal, by the way. Usually,
I agree with
all
Brother
I know
Sofiyan.
is like she said, okay, no, we got an interview coming up. This is the date. You got to be ready. Make sure you're at home. All that.
Be at your best attire.
Alright.
Okay, maybe we shift to Sister Suhaila.
Oh, okay. Because we have a shared account.
Okay.
So we during the circuit breaker, we actually document all our snippets at home. Then I think we have a few journalists lah yang ikut kita on social media. So then one of them, I think Rose Razak, the one is a presenter for Berita Harian. So he actually is doing a piece on how COVID phase 2 would affect those especially working from home. Yeah. So then he actually followed us. So he actually saw everything that we've been doing. So he feel that we were quite ideal for that write-up. So
Don't mind me asking, what do you normally post on your social media page?
Oh, okay. So during circuit breaker,
Videos
Sofiyan, of course lah, and IG story, Sofiyan is known as the the bangla worker at home.
Oh,
yes. So everybody knows that. So like, sir, ma'am, yeah. So we do like little things like that.
Oh,
so,
gags lah. Do some kind of
correct,
gags.
Yeah. So
very fun,
so like today, my bangla worker decided to be off. So should I minus his pay like that? You do stuff like that.
I kesiankan for you lah, bro.
So during circuit breaker also, I never cook throughout my life. Never. Maybe the best meal I will cook is only Maggi.
Really?
So yeah, take the
Maggie also now ada style dia nak masak
Yeah.
tau.
Ada dia punya art. There's the art to it, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
But my one is really basic one. Water, Maggi, curry, that's it, done.
Cili padi. Let's go.
The egg is good enough already. I mean, that one is extra.
It's egg and the eggshell.
And then during circuit breaker, we decide, I decide to learn how to cook soup ayam.
So ayam.
Yeah, soup ayam.
Not bad, not bad.
What prawn that one?
Sambal prawn.
Yeah.
Sambal tumis
Wait,
prawn.
So
bro.
yeah, so
Dia pakai paste lah. Paste.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah, but everything I prepared. Okay, chicken I cut, I go and buy in the market, everything. But only that we are using paste. So coincidentally, I got a friend.
Yeah.
Is into cooking.
Okay.
So what I did is, he go on live with me. Okay, so while he's doing live, I'm doing the same thing lah. So that means kalau dia cakap, sekarang masuk ayam. Okay, I masuk ayam. Then tengok, then dia tengok, dah mendidih. Okay, kau.
Wow, happening.
So while she's doing her work lah. Yeah, so that's where, and then all kind of weird thing ah. So all this, she will just capture and post. So like, out of nowhere, I buy guitar. Then she say, how come today got guitar? I said, I want to learn. 1 month, I want to learn guitar. Circuit breaker. And I'll buy guitar lah. And then all kind of things lah. Try to do things with my family. And then we buy a disposable swimming pool. Yeah. Which is, I think, twice the size of this room.
Wow.
It's very long. So my whole kitchen was wet.
Wow.
We fill up water. And then everybody start to ask, so if you can't go to the pool, you bring the pool inside the house, right?
Oh, amazing. So that's how the media get to know about
get
you.
your attention. Yeah, you got the attention of
Correct,
it.
yeah.
amazing.
So we do all
correct,
kind of things.
Yes. Yeah. So actually it was very fast.
And I never did TikTok because of my son into TikTok, and I end up I'm doing few video of TikTok. People
Nice.
comment, players comment, all my players from my COE. Coach, next one you do the mirror challenge lah, coach. They suggest already. So more and more requests.
Wah, ni macam dah banyak berminat Bagus
So she will be the one that just record because she don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
So for her, like, I just behind the scene, like you guys be the joker one.
Nice. So because of your intense posting dekat social media, so you were MediaCorp caught their eye lah on them. So when they approach you, Sister Suhaila, what was your reaction?
Tak sangka. Seriously, we thought we did it out of fun. That's what we always do.
Our intention not to really because we got our Instagram is normally for our close friends.
It's private.
Private, and we don't also accept anybody that we don't know, random people we don't know.
Okay, quick question. Before MediaCorp actually approach you all, how much of followers dekat Instagram you ada? And compared to sekarang,
We don't know. We don't keep track.
keep track dah. Ni ada macam dah million ni.
We don't really keep track lah.
We follow more lah, like celebrity all, but people follow us, tapi tak ada.
Tapi alhamdulillah lah at least your life and your positive punya energy tu dapat being transferred to other to all Singaporeans I would say. And so at least macam people like us who benefit from dorang punya positivity, because during that period of time definitely there's a lot of negative punya surroundings lah. People are losing jobs, people are depressed at home, tak tahu nak buat apa. Ada
families
sampai
are breaking up.
Yeah.
Also.
And to be
Which
honest,
is like an all-time high.
yeah,
it is.
Which is quite shocking.
And I even get news during the time where people stay at home most of the time. There's an increase of domestic violence punya cases.
Yes, correct.
So you see, that itself, being at home, you macam dah enclosed kat dalam tu, dah macam dah mati kutu lah, ni tak tahu nak buat apa
for so
lah.
long.
For so long. So your story definitely would benefit a lot of people out there. So today definitely we want to talk about helpful husband. Bukan nak target kat husband aja I'm looking at my wife right now.
It's a step up lah. It's a step up from old times.
Yeah.
Correct.
Just a discussion. Ni open discussion lah. So macam kita nampak, we look at our own parent, own marriage. Coming from their generation, they can be quite traditional in their approach. Macam the man will go out and work, the wife will stay at home or maybe do the house chores and everything. Man, now in this current generation right now, right? Does that still apply?
No, actually now, in this, I've come across an article where they've done statistics. Apparently, more husbands are involved with the family, with the children, with looking after the children, doing the housework and things like that. So there's a lot of improvement in there, even though the husbands also go out and work. And even when the wives are not working, they are housewives, the husbands still help them with the housework. Yeah, they don't go like, what do you do all day? That kind of thing. They come in and they help as well. So yeah.
I think that's important Sofiyan. And you yourself baru-baru berjinak-jinakkan diri dengan memasak. Jadi nak tanya juga, I mean, we want to ask you, besides cooking, what other skills that you have developed during the circuit breaker?
Tapi semua semangat sekejap je. So masak one of them, and then gitar pun sekejap je. After a while, because it's very hard for me to learn all by myself at YouTube, right? So okay, once a while we got friends come over. Okay, after the opening of phase 2, okay, at least there's some guidance, right?
Yeah.
Then now into bicycle, start playing bicycle, go into trail.
Wow.
So we used to go trail as a family.
Nice.
Yeah. So now decide, I want to buy a bike. I want to go. So like this morning, even before we come here, so I managed to get my ride done every Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the guitar cannot take it. Seriously.
Why?
It's like seriously.
So there's a lot of time. She has been asking me, I think you should sell your bike. You should sell your guitar. It's been there. I said no. It's artistic. People come to the house. People see the guitar. They say, "Oh, you must be a musician."
Okay, I want to ask this to Sister Suhaila. Ever since that Brother Sofiyan and I learned about the guitar, have he sang a love song to you tak?
Okay, it's like there's only one song that he's trying to learn, and itu pun tak terjadi. Okay, and it's like he'll take the guitar before he go to toilet. Three little bird, tu burung tak pernah terbang. Like give up, please. Can we change this song?
And that's one of the video that she posted. Wow, then everybody start to comment.
Viral lah.
Wah,
bagus lah.
Lirik pun tak betul.
It's about
but guitar is not easy to learn.
Exactly.
It's not like macam piano, macam you A, B, C, D. It's very straightforward. But guitar is like your fingering, and then you need to press betul-betul so that you get the note out, the tuning and all that. So it's not easy. But good effort lah.
But the wife doesn't acknowledge the skill.
Because she is at home, she has to listen to it every time.
So macam normally she do her work at the living room, right? And then I start to go inside the room and then start strumming my guitar, and then the pause lah. Dia start lagi lah, dia dah bunyi lagi.
Dia bunyi lagi. Botol dah bunyi. I think that's fun. I think being staying at home, right? I mean now working at home. I think families out there should have fun. Do not be so stressed at home. Sometimes you can be, dah lah kerja 9 to 10 hours at home. And plus with the kids at home, I think that will accumulate a lot of pressure. Man, walk with us. Right? What was it like for you during the circuit breaker time?
For me, honestly, if you ask me during circuit breaker time, during the lockdown, it's perfectly fine for us. We love it at home as a family. We love it.
Actually, we miss it kind of now.
Yeah,
right?
because it's perfect for us during Ramadan.
Yeah, mashallah.
We get to do everything together. We manage 5 days prayers almost every day together as a family.
Wow,
perfect. My son learn how to azan, automatically angkat wudu during time, without even us pushing them.
Wow.
So perfect. Even subuh bangun, daddy, it's subuh already. Shall we go and pray first or makan first? All these we instill in them.
Wow.
Then my son never watched Hindustan before. Both of us are Hindustan lover. So
really?
this is the time where, so for us to tell him that, in order for you to improve your English, you got to watch Hindustan. So you got to read the subtitles.
Dia macam lagu Hindustan, boleh curi boleh kena.
Semua dah hafal lah.
For those listening and for those viewing don't know what is Hindustan, you all a bunch of losers.
Yeah, we really enjoy it. We really enjoy Hindustan. So both my son now hooked into Hindustan movie.
Wow.
Yeah, so they love it.
But it's a change because the kids have never seen me at work, right? 9 to 6 at work. And then because I'm with a pharmaceutical company whereby the hours varies. Sometimes you work with your US counterpart, which is totally the opposite. So they only see kadang-kadang those meetings are like maybe at 10 p.m. at night. So they see me maybe 1 hour on my laptop. But now it's like really literally macam pagi 9, I work all the way to 6. And then they see me actually, mommy is working very hard. And daddy pula daddy picks up everything after that, macam masak ke, vacuum ke. So they tend to understand, actually mommy also work, mommy also work very hard. Dulu tak kan, dulu it's just like okay lah, mommy just fetch me, maybe mommy work for a while only, then come back fetch me from school. So now because kids as in visually they are much more stronger kan. When they see, then they understand better. So that's why macam while I try not to work so much so that they feel that I'm away from them, we also have to do this type of activities dengan dorang.
To get connected with them?
Correct, yes. In the same house.
I see.
Yeah. So multitasking is very important at that point of time kan.
And also that at that point of time, our daily routine will be subuh. Right? We wake up, sahur, subuh. After that, everybody will go to bed. So I will stay up because I got my first session at 7 a.m. So I do Zoom boot camp
Tapi
exercise.
irritating. My whole block knows like literally today is Wednesday.
Correct.
Sofiyan will shout at 7:30. Come on guys, you can do it.
So even my neighbor was like texting me, Sofiyan, your session start already. Because they are below, right? So they can hear me jumping, doing burpees, all that. Yeah.
Then you should tell your neighbor, come on, join me online.
Okay, no. Before circuit breaker, I used to do for the resident.
Wow.
So everybody around my block, even my neighbor on the top, on the first floor, second floor, all will join the boot camp. So we do exactly at the open area. So in front of my house, there's a badminton court. So everybody will just gather.
How many of your neighbors that participate?
At one point, we have about 15 of us.
Bahaya.
So
ini bukan yang anti tai chi lagi bukan. Tak ada.
So all the equipment I bring down, my kettlebell, my rope battle, my TRX, my skipping rope, medicine ball ladder, semua we bring down. I set up everything so they know, after dinner, we straight away go work out and we come back.
So the residents' age group is like?
It can be as young as 26 and then as old as maybe 40.
Amazing. I mean, you one person have influenced your whole neighborhood
because I'm new to that neighborhood. I'm new because before this we are from Balestier, so now we shift to Simei. But we are very fortunate to have a very nice neighbor up and down, all very good.
Mixed races,
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, correct. So I got one regular below us, and then we got one Chinese guy there on the first floor. Very good.
Wow.
Yeah, we have few friends even from Tampines travel down just to work out with us.
Oh, nice.
So that's about it. No morning, I will do all my session. So they have to endure all the shouting, all that. Because Zoom session, you got to really correct.
A bit geram lah kan. Because it's like HBL starts at, the boys will have to wake up by at least 10 o'clock, right? So they had, like for me, work starts at 9 and after that quickly cepat buat email, lepas tu nak kena do the studies for the kids. Tapi he shouting, faster, okay, you can do it. 7:30.
Of course, there will be days where she will join the session as well.
Oh, that's nice.
She can sleep, she will join. If not, then my son also will join.
Wow. It's always good for a family to work out together. I mean, I also envision this. but belum lagi sampai kan. Belum lagi kesampaian.
It's a hit.
Because my style of workout is always nasi berani kat depan.
That's a good mouth workout.
So different kind of workout.
That kind of workout is for the soul lah.
Oh, Sofian.
Itu menusuk di perut. So it's different lah. When I see like your family very active, not just physically but also socially, right? And I think it's a good learning lesson for the kids. And seeing their parents, being sociable, with jiran, and then I have to go back to our COVID situation. It's something that really hit everyone really hard, especially this time where during the circuit breaker we are not able to do our normal routines. Then you yourself as a football coach, right, a mentor for youth, right? How is it like for you back then when during the circuit breaker start to sink in and affect your...
Because it's not the same going out on the field.
Because I know, because you yourself is very active. You have to go out to the field. You have to let out your ideas to your players, right? You yourself, how do you manage that?
Yeah, it's frustrating for the players, especially, for them, they love being in the field. They love kicking the ball, actual ball. They love to mingle with friends. Every team sport, they look forward to meet their friends. So during this period, we conduct a lot of Zoom session with the players, regardless with the ball or we just body weight exercises. But it's always different. As time goes by, okay, maybe you do first 3 weeks was okay. Starting the 4th week, our players start to not turn up for training.
Really?
Even during Zoom, you don't see them. Halfway Zoom session, suddenly you think, gambar tembok. First they are there doing all the exercise, suddenly gambar tembok.
Alamak.
And then or you have even instances where you are doing, suddenly lockout. And then the message, code battery low bat. So
or maybe diorang tengah tidur ke.
exactly. So it also quite hard lah. We don't get the full full engagement from the players. Some of them might coach asked to do Zoom, we just log in after that, But different after that, once the phase 2 open, where it's 1:5, we managed to do few training before FA stopped the session. But they love it. Even when you tell them it's only 5, after that next group come 5, they love it. They really, really like, kids just started playing football, they love it inside the field.
At the end of the day, it's all about passion.
Exactly.
So,
they are young, for them, they just want to feel that, they want to sweat it out. They want to meet their friend. They would just want to, release all their stress from school, from parent, right?
Some more sports is quite badly affected lah.
Exactly.
During that time, so
Even now, the whole world. Recently, the English Premier League have already launched the new season. And
that's the reason also why Man U lost yesterday.
Hey, don't say lah, bro. Okay, Man U lost. Never mind. First game only. For those out there who don't know me, I'm a very hardcore GGMU. You cross my line, I cross yours.
Okay, Sofian support who?
Sofian.
Liverpool lah.
Alamak, brother. Ni clash kan. Ni podcast kita clash. Especially now, right? Sportsmen and athletes, they have to perform without any audience, without any supporters. Give your take on that, Sofian. How troubling and how difficult for
I think it's
athletes.
tough. So far, Ashley have not started yet, right? So I don't know, in a point of view as a player, how it feel. But even when we watch English Premier League at home, even my wife was saying, this one friendly match or the real tournament? I said, this is the real game. I said, they have to adapt with this, right? But of course, it's really different. Every tackle you made, you expect the crowd to at least boo or cheer, right? But now it's just between you and your teammate, your opponent, right? Of course, it's a lot
sportsmen,
different.
they need that support. That is the 12th person, you see.
There's no pushing element. They actually give the additional.
Correct.
Never mind. Sofian can motivate. Let's go. Let's go. Tu dah boleh motivate people. Okay, we want to also go into this topic where, it's very nice to see you all your dynamics of family is like, the husband is always active, helping the family, and then the wife is also pursuing on your career, also being a working mother. Man, for Sister Suhaila, right? How important, right, the role of Sofiyan, he himself play, right? I mean, being helpful at home with the kids, for you yourself.
Oh, very helpful. Very helpful.
You better say.
Balik tidur kat ni.
Dah terbalik
Tidak, seminggu rumah tak vacuum.
No, because before that,
Yeah.
we have a cleaner that
Okay.
comes in every other week.
Okay.
So 2 weeks once, they just clean up for 4 hours our house.
Hmm.
Tapi that one is considering everybody is not at home in the day,
Yes.
kan? So there's very minimal things to clear. But tapi bila COVID, everybody is at home. Cuci pinggan tu macam is never done lah.
Yeah,
right?
true.
It's like you makan,
Keep on piling up, right?
Yeah, you wash.
Laundry.
Yeah, correct. It's like macam wah. Okay, first few days dah macam, first week dah macam rabak. I cannot manage. So then, but Sofiyan actually helps out every day. Dia vacuum, then dia cuci pinggan, dia try to masak, right, for the kids lunch. So by the time that I dah habis, my meeting, HBR pun dah habis, there's already food.
Yeah.
Because now, like I was saying also, you're not actually just cooking for one meal. Usually kalau kita balik, it's like just dinner. Because every meal is being sorted by the school.
Yeah,
right?
school.
But for us now, it's like 3 to 4 meals a day.
Yeah.
So we cannot just rely on just cooking. So we actually do Grab a lot as well.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful he's around because my work doesn't lessen because being in the medical line, dorang is still heavily involved in the research and everything.
Yep.
COVID cure kan. So we have a lot of meetings that we had to attend, and then Sofiyan has to take the bulk of the housework,
Responsibilities,
correct? And while I still manage the kids academically, so we really
So we
balancing.
Compromise.
Correct,
Communicate and also give and take, kan?
Correct. But some people feel that sometimes macam when people look at us that, during the COVID breaker, Sofiyan is like the house husband. Kan? He's
The full-time bangla lah.
Full-time
Yeah. So macam,
A good looking one, by the way. Yeah.
so people do comment lah, like, hey Sofiyan, now become house husband, everything. But actually it's like macam,
No lah, we try to compromise.
yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Like,
we communicate.
even COVID should be the
Correct.
same, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when he's out for work, I mean, like, all he
And one
wants-
thing also, she never asked me to do. I love it.
Oh.
I just love it because since young, our parent really trained us that way, right?
Yeah, correct.
So like automatic bangun, just on the kain baju, let it run while doing vacuum the house,
You were trained when you were young lah.
young. So for me, okay, because now I know, okay, my mind is to make sure everybody have a clean house, everybody feel comfortable. So she ensure that okay, the kids all being taken care. Makan, make sure
That's
the
true.
breakfast. Okay, after this, what they supposed to do? Okay, you take one boy, I take one boy. So because I got a second one very cheeky. So if you put
Active, is it?
yes, if you put them together, they will fight. They will start to disturb each other. So okay, I'll manage the second one. Go inside the room. Okay, you focus your HBL in the room. So while mommy will be with the abang, because the abang is quite chill, right? Yeah.
So a lot of organisation
correct.
during the COVID.
Management,
Yeah,
So
time
that's why I said
management.
is the most fun part during the circuit breaker lah. I don't see any.
So actually, when we saw the article as well
Yeah.
about the domestic violence on the rise,
Yeah,
right?
true.
We were quite shocked. I mean, alhamdulillah lah, our experiences during COVID actually enlightened us that when we have each other around the house,
Yeah.
it's so fun.
Yeah.
That's something that kita tak pernah buat, right? While actually on the outside world, this is happening. So we were, it kind of got us a scare.
But of course, there's few times where there are few moments where we feel that we miss the friends gathering, family gathering.
I say, yeah, correct.
Because we used to invite friends over to our place, or we go over to friends' place. But we just have to bear with it.
It is what it is,
Yeah.
because the regulations stated certain ways where we have to follow and adhere, and it's not easy actually during the circuit breaker time. Yes, I agree with Sofiyan, because our social aspect in our own life, that plays a very big that contributes a lot to kita punya well-being, you see. Because we meet friends day in, day out, sometimes week in, week out, and we need that kind of social aspect. And being away from it is really tough.
Yeah.
But looking at you guys, you managed to supplement it with family time. Yeah, that's fun, you see.
Yeah.
That's fun. And talking about HBL, just now you were mentioning about HBL, Brother Sofiyan. How difficult was it for both of you? Not for the second one, I guess. Mainly for the first one, because a lot of home-based learning for the primary students.
Yes.
How do you all cope with it? Alongside also you yourself having to work from home and so on. And how do you all cope with it?
Stressful for me.
So out of the norm as well is I will take care of the boys academically. Yeah. So naturally HBL will fall in my territory, right? So,
your department lah.
Yes, my department. So that's where I feel that balancing work and him is actually quite tough. Yeah. But
okay, we try to compromise each other. Maybe like certain subject that I'm okay with it, not good, but I'm okay.
we actually
academically I'm not that good. Because she's the better one.
You can take PE lah.
That's why.
no, but it's the child now that realizes that.
Correct.
So bila dia macam ada activity that kena record activity, Daddy can you help me? Daddy can you help me?
Correct.
Tapi kalau macam maths ke, are you sure you want me to go to Daddy? Later I have to erase everything, do back again. How? If it's wrong, how?
Daddy tak pernah kira duit dah.
So even like English, all this, even when I give him the answer, he will say, Daddy, you Google again, make sure it's correct or not. Until up to the export.
You are being schooled by your own children, man.
Yeah, so for me, that's why I manage the K2 one. More basic. So that's why we have this understanding where, okay, academically you manage, okay, but anything got to do with sports, I will manage everything lah. So that's why when they said, Daddy, I got sports day, I will need to train, okay, I will train you. So now both of them are into soccer, so I manage. So let's say I got a Zoom session on soccer, okay, you join my soccer. So I did our Tampines Hub clinic, soccer clinic, Zoom live. So that's where both my kids involved.
Getting your own children to get involved in sports so is another good topic to enter into. See?
Yeah, definitely. We also have sons.
We got two boys.
Same. but nak tanya pada, I want to ask to Sister Suhaila, is it difficult handling boys? Not just two boys, you got another additional boys at home. 3 boys.
So in social media, I term them as the boys.
The boys, wow.
Correct, the boys.
Wow.
It's I'm naturally the only girl, so they are very.
They call the princess of
the
the
they're
family.
very pro. They're very pro sports and everything. So I'm naturally tak macam very sporty person lah, So but that's what happened lah during COVID, because not sporty, and then makan nasi Grab, right? And then Ramadan is like everybody sending food to each other.
Wow.
It's so beautiful. Tapi after Ramadan, oh my God, I gained so much weight. So it's like, and they are very active kan. So until a point of time, dia kata, Mami, I think you are getting a bit too big, Mami. What, do you want to go jogging with us? Betul ya. Actually, I really put on a lot of weight during that circuit breaker.
I see.
So that's when I started to macam realize. It's quite a sad realization. Tapi now I have to start losing weight lah.
But I think it's a bless. It's a bless because you have a fit husband. I have to say, bro, okay? Especially for you.
Bless fit, bless helpful.
Bless fit, bless helpful, blessed with talented talents.
Relatable. Oh, bless my ears.
Yeah, I think it's important for family to stay fit, healthy and fit at the same time.
Yeah.
And because when you are physically fit, right, and healthy, that's where your mind is fit, you see. So especially to showing a good role model to your own children, I think that is a very, very critical.
Because the children are observing the parents, and they are looking at the father, doing the housework and everything. So it's very useful for them to see, especially the boys. When you have sons, right, they observe their fathers doing it. So they will see that, oh, this is actually anybody's job. Anybody can do this, rather than growing up with the mentality that, it's a woman's job, only mother. Because they grow up seeing only their moms doing it. Because recently I posted something on Facebook. There was this, apparently there's this Facebook page that shares macam luahan orang lah, macam they complain about their husbands or wives. Yes, that one. So when I saw that, then there was this story about this lady. She's complaining about husband dia kaki gamer, and so she's saying that the husband plays games like the whole day and like tak layan the wife, and saying that I merajuk pun dia tak pujuk, that kind of thing. So macam, and she's saying that, even in the house also he doesn't help, so he plays games the whole day. So then suddenly, I mean, like some people were commenting, ala, at least dia tak macam, he doesn't cheat on you, that kind of thing. So that's where macam I let out this my own point of view, that it's not about I have to go to the extent that, oh, at least he doesn't cheat. It's not about that. It's about the kind of man that we deserve, who enters a marriage and, fulfills his responsibilities lah. Because if you're not ready to fulfill the responsibilities, don't get married lah, that kind of thing, So it's really not about like, okay lah, at least he doesn't cheat, So I'm devaluing myself as a woman and as a wife, you see. So that's where we are trying to, when we have this topic that we talk about, so at least when you guys talk about your, the things that you delegate your tasks, like, okay, I focus on this, you focus on that. So that's where you have that very good communication, and then it improves your marriage dynamics and, and what constitutes to a more functional family lah.
So for us also, we feel that like you mentioned, the kids observe and then they look at you. So even like my son now, after meal, they know. Like the first one will straight away say, Daddy, I will take the vacuum. I vacuum under the table all. Wow. So they know already. So like yesterday when I was hanging the clothes, the second one comes, say, Daddy, I do with you together. So no, they start to realize.
The initiative.
So that's why I want to inculcate the same thing to them. So no, in future, if they married, they know, okay, this is my responsibility, not only the wife.
Correct.
I see my dad doing all this, right?
Is that part of disciplining your children?
Yes.
So
for me, boys especially, discipline is very important. Very, very important.
In what way you and like kita discipline with value, right? In what value do you
He's taking notes also actually.
I'm learning. Can you hand me the pen and the paper, please?
Don't worry, I can't remember. I will tell you.
For us, same like table manners, all this, when eating time, nobody are supposed to have your gadgets around you.
That's good.
Respect.
Respect, all that. So all these small little thing lah, we try to inculcate in them. Like macam bangun pagi, you make sure you open your blinds, you off the aircon, you off the fan, all that, your air purifier, you off it, and then you go out.
I think the stigma that boys are not
cooperating?
Boys do not need to do housework. Do not need,
Okay.
I feel that is a stigma that we as a family do not want to hold by.
Right?
I think boys should be able to.
True.
While then is their prerogative when they grew up. But as parents, we have taught them how to do it and do it well. So when they marry into families, whether they do it, they have a maid, it's up to them. Correct.
True.
They learn from young lah.
Yeah,
I mean,
correct.
They know.
We shouldn't stick by. I mean, how the world have evolved. Kita pun actually our family dynamics also now in this current time have also evolved, right? Old stigmas should no longer be abide by. Women are now taking their degrees and everything. And
taking up the management field.
Correct. And men are learning how to cook and are becoming the best of chefs. So macam why not can?
But Indra can cook from scratch.
Oh,
I'm very proud of you.
No, I don't want to distract the attention.
I'm the one yang pakai paste.
I don't want to distract the attention. The star of the show is still Sofiyan. Okay? Not me.
We are both husband and wife. but
that's
for
nice.
Indra, because he prefers to cook from scratch, like dengan blender and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So for me is I don't know, I don't have time and I don't really have the interest to cook from scratch. Like there's the paste there, I'll just throw it in, throw in the meat, that's how we do it. Yeah, but for Indra, he cook from scratch.
But it's a passion lah. It's a passion. It's a passion where I developed way before circuit breaker also.
But it does taste a bit different lah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Freshly very.
For me, I'm not a fussy eater.
So same.
That's good. That's good.
Not
Yeah.
fussy.
You give me 5 days of nasi ayam also, I can just eat nasi ayam. No
Okay,
problem.
talking about being a fussy eater, because there are some couples out there where the man would be very particular about food.
Food, yes.
Okay, I mean, we want to bring this to discussion. So hoping that maybe our viewers and listeners will get a better light and understanding on this part, because some of the women are facing this out there.
Yeah.
Where they have to perform, they have to really live up to the expectation of their husband. Where their husband balik, okay, the first thing, air kopi mau kena serve dulu kan. Aku nak duduk tengok TV, I want to watch my TV, and maybe after half an hour I want my dinner to be prepared, alright? I want my dinner to be served, right? And I want my dinner to be splendidly pleasant. Macam makan fine dining gitu or like good lah, macam the taste is like at least edible lah. But for some women, they are struggling, like means I have to work, balik kerja, nak kena rush masakkan untuk aku punya husband. And then maybe tersalah letak garam ke, dan baik-baik terletak garam, terletak gula ke, some sort that would happen. And the husband would flare up. You punya air tangan tak sama macam air tangan mak I lah.
There are some really. So I mean that also plays a part in the marriage dynamics. You cannot imagine like if the husband is gonna be like that kind of fussy eater, and there have been instances where the husband like makan tak sedap, right? Dia keluar. He will leave the house and he will eat outside, and the wife is like, so macam you feel like that moral support is also gone down the drain. Your husband doesn't support you, and then your masakan tak sedap. Then your husband also will tell you in the face, masakan you tak sedap, that kind of thing. It's hurtful,
Exactly.
And then somehow during circuit breaker. Yeah, so that one is even more.
What's your take on that?
For me, honestly, I pity my wife.
Okay,
so that's why for me it's important the house got to be clean by the time she come back with the boys. Because her normal day would be fetching the boys from school, both boys rush back home. This is normal, like before circuit breaker, rush back home, prepare the meal, everything cooked.
Start from the morning.
So morning because morning 5:30 a.m. I'm already out of the house because my first client start at 6 a.m. Okay, so I will be out all the way and then we'll only be back during lunchtime. So my next training session will only be at about 3:30. So that 12 to 3:30 is where I manage all the housework.
Amazing.
So by the time she came back, and then that's where she will manage.
So I'll ferry the kids all in the morning. Okay. And then I'll go all the way to Pasir Panjang while we live in the east. So my work is in Pasir Panjang. And then
the boys' school at Toa
Payoh and Siglap.
And then the other one is at Siglap.
So it's like I reach work. Okay, then when habis kerja, I will fetch everybody. Okay, so when we reach home, okay, one thing about Sofiyan, dia tak cerewet, tapi he doesn't really like to buy outside food so much. So he still prefers to eat at home.
As long there's food, when I come back, there's food. Okay.
True.
Correct. So must kadang-kadang cook lah. That's why I resort to instant paste because it's the fastest.
Correct.
So the kids ikut perangai dia, tak suka makan luar. Once they come back to school, they want. So it's like I even resort to buying a microwavable rice cooker, whereby you only take 15 minutes to cook rice. So macam cepat-cepat dorang dah makan, Sofiyan will come back, then after that they prepare dia punya nasi, sajikan semua whatever makanan lah.
But normally rice I will do lah.
Only rice?
So normally before I go out, dia kata, "Babe, nanti you masak nasi and then you keluarkan all the daging-daging yang I nak tu, so that by the time dia balik dah lembut.
Dah defrost lah.
Correct.
So I just that's the easiest thing, masak nasi.
Masak nasi pun ada skill juga.
Ada skill.
It takes some
Tangan
skill.
suami.
Balik makan nasi macam bubur lah. Tapi tak cakap apa-apa lah. Habis sedap nasi kau masak tadi.
Sedap. Kau tak satu minggu tak vacuum you.
Itulah.
Oh, that's good. Man.
Why are they so far, the children, the schools?
Oh, yeah, we used to live in Balestier.
We used to live in Balestier.
So he goes to preschool in Toa Payoh.
Okay.
So when we move, to actually be nearer to the elder one who's in Siglap primary school there, then it would actually
The second one only,
shake the second one because he's in his that was
Final
towards
year.
Final year. I mean towards the end of the final year.
Okay.
So we thought like macam kalau 1
Sayang
tahun
lah.
lagi sayang.
Yeah,
He had to
yeah.
actually adapt to a new environment, which after that he would adapt to primary 1.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I said to
Okay.
him lah,
And
tak
he
apalah.
himself also request. He said he want to graduate with all his classmates.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No
Ada
choice.
sentimental value sana lah.
So we suffer. Yeah, but it's for I mean,
But it's okay
it's
lah.
for the
The
kids.
school also appreciate us. We do a lot of event for the school, like soccer clinic,
okay.
sports day. We organize for their sports day. So even the minister come down thank us.
Yeah, but
you
now
know,
there's so
for-
many because schools don't allow in visits by any visitors, no birthdays, no nothing, right? So all these preschools are now actually moving towards Zoom sessions.
Yeah.
So all the celebrations are via Zoom. So actually it takes a lot of more macam parent punya participation because
So-
like me and Sofian,
Correct.
like okay for the recent Teachers Day.
So recent Teachers Day.
Yeah.
So that's the latest viral in our Instagram.
Nice.
The mom is doing Zumba session.
Yeah,
Wow.
So all the close friend was like, oh, ada slot tak sis? Kita nak masuk lah sis. Ada
Bagus
slot.
So like Sofian also do macam fitness session for the little kids because they have like their term where they go out right for all the. So instead of that, then he does the exercise for the kids where the teachers will like, help them lah in school. So we do a lot of school
Yeah,
participation
activity,
during
yeah.
this COVID as well.
Wow.
Yeah, which makes it more fun.
Correct.
Amazing
Yeah, it take 3 days for her to learn the step.
3 days.
I'm not a Zumba instructor.
Senang je bro. And senang je. Lu tak ada footwork lah. It's all about footwork. Zumba is all about footwork, okay? And being a football player, right? The main correct me if I'm wrong, We have a professional football coach here, and the main important thing for a player is your footwork.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
If you don't have good footwork, that's it, man.
Correct.
You are down the drain.
Yeah. But it takes a lot of discipline also lah. I think maybe it's good for the boys to be in soccer. You know?
yeah.
So
To keep them occupied.
correct.
Yeah, we want to touch on that because Sofian's two sons are very well active with football. Man, do you naturally, because you yourself love football and you yourself also have a career in football. You were once a professional football player and then transit into becoming a professional coach. And do you have this vision, imparting this knowledge and also interest towards your both sons? Is that your vision?
You mean to turn them professionally?
No, man, yeah, to develop that interest for football and sports.
Not really lah.
Oh, not really,
Not really,
so they develop by themselves or what?
Yeah, because every day, since young they watch me play and then they go to my training ground.
I
Even as a
see.
coach, they see me doing coaching, right?
Yeah.
So from there the interest come. But we don't really.
I think soccer is just an avenue
Okay.
whereby you instill discipline. Yeah, but it's never to actually make soccer a passion of theirs or have them set on a route to become a professional player.
Yeah. Not at this moment lah. Maybe in time to come, if let's say they say no, daddy, I decide not to play anymore. No, I learn all the skill. I just want to play for school team. Yeah, enough, right? For me as a dad, I just trying to guide you to the right path where okay, I can play football, I can study well. I always have some activity along the way.
Yeah.
Rather than they do nothing, right? So make sure.
Yeah, actually, they were talking about how playing football is a good form of discipline and has some connection with the academic side. Do you have any take on
Yeah,
that?
I really believe, So at one point of time, also the mom used to say, no training for you, but
You ground them?
ground.
Yeah. So called ground them without football lah.
But I told my wife, I said, no, the more you let them play, the more their mind is fresh and then they want to do things more, right?
I see.
So now, she even used like, okay, you don't study well, no soccer for you. Okay, then they put more effort, right? Because they want to go soccer training, right?
Okay.
So
So you don't deprive them from having that soccer session lah.
yeah.
So you instead, in a way, like you try to pivot it to like a more motivational factor where, okay, you have to perform well at home in order for you to go for your soccer session.
Correct.
I think to create the balance that they have in school and also in sports. Yeah. So I mean, some parents, I feel that they put 100% in sports, right? But then after that, when we realized that, we were like, no,
for
that's
us,
not the way to go.
Yeah, education comes first. You know, we are
True.
living in Singapore at the end of the day. Right? We are not living in Europe. You know, how
true.
far can... Of course, soccer can give you some
Decent
pay.
career lah.
Yes,
Yeah,
decent career.
decent enough actually for us to actually start a family. Kan?
Yes, yes,
It
yes.
gives you a career.
Yeah, but you know, been through,
That
seen
phase,
everything, you don't want lah. You just feel that to have a good education still the best way.
But in a way also, I mean, how soccer actually activates the brain cells
Actively,
a lot,
yeah.
you know. So
I think not only soccer lah, any sports.
Yeah,
any
true,
kind of sports.
Yeah.
If you're a swimmer,
teaches you to be alert.
Yeah.
and
I
that
mean,
kind of thing,
sports, okay, any type of sports. Why we chose soccer is because Sofiyan is soccer inclined.
Well versed lah.
Yeah,
Right,
but because sports actually just helps a kid in their agility. So motor skills, everything. So our second younger one actually picked up agility much more faster than the first one because we started them soccer after that, right?
Right.
And also discipline.
discipline lah.
It's
One
actually
thing,
the point of the time schedule.
Right.
Okay, so now they are very time oriented. Okay, I have this. I have to go to school. After I come back to school, I have to finish my homework, and after that, I take a rest and I go soccer. So they are already time oriented. Okay, I have to do this. But you know, now with social media, with technology, some kids just actually are into gaming,
correct.
into television,
Yeah,
gadgets.
yeah.
It's not very healthy.
Correct. Yeah. So this is actually one of the ways where we just take them out of that technology world to actually just be very hands-on.
Yeah, correct.
Sometimes I tell Sofiyan that Sofiyan macam malas nak hantar orang training, right? I said, Sofiyan, this is the only time whereby they are not schooling, they are away from technology, and that 1 hour is when they actually let them free to play soccer.
let loose, you know.
Correct. Yeah. So
Correct,
that's why I
correct.
feel that now
and
I'm
once
more.
they are back, they are smashed, right?
Yeah.
You know, they will just have their meal. That's it.
Tidur.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but it's good. It's good that for husband and wife that you actually motivate each other, you know, because sometimes the dad will have his tired days, mom will have her tired days. So you will motivate that, hey, you know what, it's gonna be good for them. Never mind, we sacrifice now, it's okay. You know, when they grow older, you know, they will thank us and inshallah that kind of thing. You know, so it's good also.
It's
communication.
very unique in a way where you really discipline them with sports. Because I think like just now you mentioned that sports really keep you active, right, and always keep you on the move, and also release that part of your brain where helps you to be very active and always constantly thinking, rather than just like just now you say play game the whole day. I think you can be a junkie, man. Seriously.
They might lose interest also, you know, to go out and play, you know, that kind of thing. Then someone now with this pandemic going on, right? Like, I mean, because I'm a preschool teacher, so we don't do outdoor anymore because of this pandemic. So that's why they don't really get to go outdoor. They've been in the classroom for so long. So it's good lah. It's good for them to go out.
But do you think it's really important to reward your children after they
we believe
perform
in reward system.
They perform at home, dorang jaga conduct, they really abide and follow whatever rulings that you have set for them. Do you believe in rewarding them?
Yeah, we believe in reward system as well. So
We
even
work on reward
when they do well for their match, even exam recently, my mom just received a report book. You know, he did so well.
Wow.
You know, we even ask him, okay, what do you want? You know, you just choose whatever you want. You know, we bring you out. You know, and then of course, there's 101 list. You know, they want this, they want that, they want this, they want that.
Right.
And then
I mean, I come from very strict parents.
Okay.
My dad was very strict,
Okay.
academically very strict.
Okay.
But he lack of the reward, which I feel that now as a parent, okay, I feel that I shouldn't lack the rewards for them. So I'm very strict academically. With the first one.
Okay.
So when he does well, then Sofiyan is my balancer. He said, okay, now is the time where we should reward him. So alhamdulillah lah, that so far the reward system works for the family. Especially boys.
Yeah.
They love.
Yeah.
They will take advantage one. Seriously.
So even like the first one, he recently just got his report book, right?
Yeah.
So he go home, he give his mommy, how? How? Because he know he did so well, right?
He lift his eyebrows up and down. Hey, mommy.
Getting my reward, right? How?
Right. I mean, raising sons and raising daughters are two completely different things. I think for boys especially have to be more tough lah. You have and boys really need to discipline because when sometimes when they go haywire, it can be quite difficult to control lah.
Engagement is very important. So you always have to engage with them. So even on Sunday, if let's say there's nothing, what we do, we just grab everybody's bicycle. We go to East Coast Park. We cycle all the way to Marina
Barrage.
No. Satay by the way. We have a good satay and then we ride back home. So selalu mum dia kena tinggal lah. Then, so everybody, I don't want to stay close with mommy. Mommy, you all in bed. I want to stay close with daddy only.
That's because you got a good bicycle.
Or should I say good pair of legs?
So until the mom fed up already. Lemak, I drop you all at East Coast. I meet you all at Satay. I drive the car. So we do a lot of activity together lah. But for me, I think I'm quite fortunate to have boys lah, because I can do everything with them, right?
Yeah, true.
Sense of sport. And if I were to have a girl, I think I would be biased.
But usually girls are very close to. I mean, daughters are usually close to father.
Yeah, but all the more the father will be more
There will be bias.
Bias.
Oh, really? Then you will be biased, right? Then whatever the girl want, okay, no, priority go to the girl.
He knows that.
Really? He's soft spot lah.
Nasib baik second one tak girl. Tak bias.
But it's good, man, looking at your dynamics and your progress, and especially in this current pandemic situation. I think it's always good to remind our viewers and listeners out there that there's always positive aspect of life lah. And I think we should not fall short on the negative, whatever negative that is surrounding us, especially now, staying at home, doing nothing, and not being active. Like for you all, both of you have proved to our listeners and viewers that you all have produced and have a system in a way that is in place in your family, that you are able to have fun, develop discipline, and have a very functional family system there for others to follow. And thank you so much for your sharing session today. But before we want to end this session, I want to give this opportunity to both of you to share your views and thoughts, right, and on our current situation, and maybe some motivation words for our listeners and viewers out there. Words of encouragement for our viewers and listeners out there who have yet to be positive about this current situation that we are going through, this pandemic situation. Maybe I start with Sofiyan, maybe?
With me?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I think I always believe in this 3E in my life, which I need to have it. First is element, environment, energy.
Yeah.
I listen a lot of podcasts, about this motivational talk, and I think these three really impart me in my life. Element is something that I think what you are good at, the dynamic of the family, the understanding between husband, wife, kids, the element of being together. I think that is very important, for even in sport, the element of the strength that you have. For example, Michael Jordan, if you ask him to play soccer, definitely he's not good at that because that's not his element. So that's why he's good at basketball. That is his element. That is where he is good at. Environment, of course, the surrounding of the family, your house, who you mix with, the circle of friends you have, your family members. So with good element, good environment, that's where the energy come automatically, right? So the energy flow, the positivity comes, we don't want any negativity in the family. So that's why the 3 E's is very important. So for me, even I told my wife, if you go to a workplace, environment is not good, leave it, no problem, right? There's always rezeki Allah tu kasih kat mana-mana.
Betul.
Right? If it's not good, it's not meant for you. Get out from there. Right? Environment is not good. Get out from there. Because once the environment sucks, energy will not flow in.
And then she will bring the stress home.
Exactly,
home. So
And
that's not good.
Affect the family. We want to go to work and feel happy, right?
Yeah,
So even like my son always say, Daddy, why every time you go work, I see you like very happy? Because I say to him, I do something that I love to do. So I don't feel like I'm going to work. I do something that I love. I come back also, I get to see you. When I go training also, I train you. So everything I do is all within the family. So like my son, they are into GSSL Academy, and I'm his coach. So you imagine I'm coaching the boys at the same time I'm coaching my son as well. So how lovely it is, right? To work, get paid at the same time you train your son. So perfect for me. Syukur Alhamdulillah lah.
I just want to say something. Man, just now you mentioned about Michael Jordan. I mean, looking at your baju, I know you're very big Michael Jordan punya fan lah. You're wearing an Air Jordan punya baju kan. I just have to mention this. Okay, man. We give opportunity to Sister Suhaila. How man? Maybe words of encouragement for our listeners and viewers out there.
I have to say that was very well said. The GPs.
Do you tear up?
Macam wow, Sofiyan, that was such a smart thing.
Man, he can be a motivational speaker.
One day, hopefully one day.
That shows you're too free to listen to all this. Actually, it sounds good. Whatever Sofiyan said, I totally 100% agree. But actually now in this pandemic, I feel that some people don't have the luxury to go to work and love their job. Right? So because now with the high retrenchment, actually just going to have a job itself is to suffice the family is what they need. So when you're in such a situation whereby, happiness is, or you're not that lucky, to actually be in a job whereby you have passion and happiness, right? So remember to draw the line between work and home. I think that's very important.
There used to be this ustad I once listened to his podcast. He said, your real job actually happen once you step in the house.
Correct. Yes.
Whatever you go outside is just as like
secondary
tanggungjawab for you to earn money for the family, but the real responsibility once you step inside the house, right? So we always feel that okay, that makes sense. Okay.
So I think for those people who are unable,
but of course, like she mentioned, not everybody is lucky, right? During this point of time, of course, we can say all these lovely things, but everybody come with different circumstances, now is the best time for you. If you can sustain, right? As long you don't fall, of course, hopefully in years to come we can build up back, whatever your business.
Inshallah.
Even like cabin crew, I got few friends from cabin crew. Now also jobless. I feel for them.
True. Man, those who are affected, it's not easy face for them lah. MashaAllah. Thank you so much again. Really appreciate to Brother Sofiyan and Sister Suhaila for coming to Seeker Session.
Thank you.
Really appreciate, man. It's a very beautiful topic to talk about. Not on the manpower je. It's more to like family dynamics. It's very interesting to actually talk about this topic. And again, I would love to extend my appreciation to Sister Suhaila and Brother Sofiyan for coming down to Seeker Session.
Thank you.
Enjoy your time here.
Cold room.
I can make it colder for you. It's just a button away. Okay, for our viewers and listeners out there, thank you for tuning in to Seeker Session. And for those who support our content on mental health, please do support our Patreon page, right, at Seeker's Nest Media. And inshallah, till we'll meet again for our next episode. Signing off from Seeker's Nest, I'm Indra Sahib.
And I'm Shema Alkaf.
See you then. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.